Hello everybody, this is Lyan from grade 8 Abaq International School, Jeddah. Today I'm going to talk about an interesting topic, which is Guinness World Records. So let's start. On 10 November 1951, however, the managing director of the Guinness Breweries went in a shooting party in the North Slope by the River Slaney in County Wexford, Ireland. After missing a shot at a golden blower, he became involved in an argument over which was the fastest game bird in Europe, the golden blower or the red grouse. That evening at Castle Bridge House, he realized that it was impossible to confirm in reference books whether or not the golden blower was Europe's fastest game bird. People knew that there must have been numerous other questions debated nightly in pubs throughout Ireland and abroad, but there were no book in the world with which to settle arguments about records. He realized then that a book supplying the answers to this sort of question might prove successful. Peavey's idea became reality when Guinness employee Christopher Chataway recommended the university friends Norris and Ross McWhirter, who had been running a fact-finding agency in London. The twin brothers were commissioned to compile what became the Guinness Book of Records in August 1954. 1,000 copies were printed and given away. After the founding of the Guinness Book of Records office at 107 Fleet Street, London, the first 198-page edition was found on 27 August 1951 and went to the top of the British bestsellers lists by Christmas. The following year, it launched in the USA and sold 70,000 copies. Since then, Guinness World Records has gone on to become a record breaker by its own right, with sales of more than 100 million copies in 100 countries and 37 languages. Guinness World Records is the world's best-selling copyrighted book. And now, we are going to see the weirdest world records. Most Big Macs consumed in a lifetime. Morica, USA resident Donald A. Gorczyk consumed his 26,000th McDonald's Big Mac on October 11, 2012, after 40 years of eating Big Macs on a daily basis. Most wins for burning, aka making a face. As my grandmother would say, be careful or your face will freeze like that. Annie Watts doesn't worry about that though, as the British woman has won the most world championships for running 27 between 1977 and 2010. The Egremont Crab Fair in Cumbria, England, where the championships were held, was established in 1267, which makes it one of the oldest fairs in the world. Stretches skin. British man Gary Turner can stretch the skin of his stomach to 6.25 inches due to a rare medical condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I have always known that my skin was different. As a small child, my ankles used to have fun showing their friends. Turner told GWR. Stretching doesn't hurt at all. However, other aspects of the syndrome are very painful. Longest distance keeping a table lifted with a T. Of course, don't try this at home. Talk about strong choppers. Gorsic Christian from Luxembourg ran 38 feet and 8 inches while carrying a 26-pound table and a 110-pound woman sitting on it, on his mouth in Madrid, Spain on February 9, 2008. Longest fingernails ever on a woman. It took American lead Random nearly 30 years to grow her nails out to the record holding 28 feet, 4.5 inches. In February 2008, the longest single nail was her right thumb, which reached to 2 feet 11 inches. I started to grow my nails in 1979. It was kind of a challenge for myself to see how far they would go before they start twisting out of shape. She said, unfortunately, her nail snapped off in 2010 due to a car accident. Longest mustache. Ram Singh Chauhan from Jaipur, India, has the longest mustache at 14 feet. His facial hair was measured in Rome, Italy, on the set of the Italian show TV Lo Show di Records in 2010, and he hasn't cut it for over 37 years. Longest legs. Maki Corinne from USA is just 17 years old, but she has already set a world records for having the longest legs in the world and the longest legs on a teenagers in 2020. Her left leg measured 135.267 centimeter, while her right leg measures 134.3 centimeter. She is 6 feet 10 in tall, but her legs actually make up 60% of her total height. And now it is the time to enrich your vocabulary with some new words. Prosperous, successful, material, term, flourishing financially. Innovativeness, originality by virtue of introducing new idea. Peculiar, stranger, odd, unusual. Lustrous, having luster, shining. Quiz time. You can answer this question by yourself based on your understanding of the speech. Thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoyed my speech and meet you in my new speeches.